India is home to the third largest startup ecosystem in the world. Unicorns are popping up faster than ever before. But here's the uncomfortable question. Why can't India build the next Apple or Tesla or Google? Why are we still known for service-based startups instead of deep tech or globally dominant product companies? Let's break down the bitter truth behind what's stopping India and what our startups need to do differently. Welcome back, viewers. I'm Devsirat Kaur. You're watching the Savera. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal didn't hold back while speaking on developing firms and innovative India. In a sharp comment aimed at Indian startups, he said, Indian startups need a reality check, a clear jab at what he called a lack of originality and innovation in India's startup scene. But Goyal's remarks sparked immediate pushback from the startup world. Ashneer Grover, through X, replied, "The only people in India who need a reality check are its politicians. Everyone else is living in the absolute reality of India." Next in line, Zepto CEO Adit Palicha, who said, "It is easy to criticize consumer internet startups in India, especially when you compare them to the deep technical excellence being built in US or China." He further added that why doesn't India have its own large-scale foundational AI model? It's because we still haven't built great internet companies. We need to build great local champions in internet that are generating hundreds of millions of dollars in FCF first, if we ever want to get a piece of great technology revolutions. The startup ecosystem, the government, and owners of large pools of Indian capital need to actively support the creation of these local champions, not pull down the teams that are trying hard to get there. Still, despite all these social media rebuttals, there's one thing everyone agrees on. India is not yet creating the kind of tech that changes the world. Now, where and how India falls behind? Let's break it down. Number one, India invests too little in research and development. While global tech giants spend billions on research and innovation, India's total R&D expenditure is just about 0.7% of GDP, far lower than countries like the US at 3%, South Korea at 4.5%, or even China at 2.4%. The result? We are great at consumer-facing apps, but lag in deep tech, semiconductors, AI, or hardware innovation. Second comes regulatory bottlenecks. Starting up in India often means battling red tape. Licensing, compliance, tax codes, the bureaucracy still slows down innovation, especially for hardware and deep tech sectors that need infrastructure support. Thirdly, we have weak industry-academia collaboration. In Silicon Valley, university research powers breakthrough startups. In India, that collaboration is almost absent. Our IITs and IIMs produce top talent, but those ideas rarely leave the lab. Some of the brightest minds are stuck behind placement desks and fail to reach the industry doors. Now, comparison with China, a reality check. In 2015, China launched the Mass Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. Over 400 government measures were passed to directly support startups here. More than 3.9 million new companies were formed every year. The government poured $320 billion into nurturing innovation. Meanwhile, if we talk about India, the Startup India scheme started in 2016. While it's brought progress, it's still largely dependent on private capital. Only 10,000 crore, that is $1.3 billion, was allocated, a fraction of China's push. China's tech ecosystem is now powered by global giants like Alibaba, Tencent, and Xiaomi, companies that have truly innovated at scale. India, despite unicorns, still lacks a single product-led tech giant in the league of Apple or Google. India's startup ecosystem, while thriving, still grapples with deep cultural and structural gaps that set it apart from the world. Indian startups often face hurdles like high talent churn, limited training efforts, and infrastructure inefficiencies. A glaring issue is the gender gap. China boasts around 45% female workforce participation, compared to just 27% in India, representing a major untapped innovation potential. Moreover, Indian founders tend to lean heavily on investor advice, whereas Chinese founders typically drive product vision independently, showing stronger top-down conviction and clarity in leadership. But it's not like China is an overall champion. Their challenges are different. While it enjoys robust infrastructure and funding, its startups face intense competition and government oversight. The pressure to align with national priorities can stifle creative freedom, and global trade tensions like US tariffs also add uncertainty. For founders, this means navigating a high-stakes environment where success demands both innovation and compliance. So, what's the way forward for us? Now, for India to build the next Apple, we need a mindset shift. First, encourage startups that are building core technologies, not just apps, but AI models, EVs, chips, green energy and hardware. Second, speed up approvals, simplify tax regimes and create R&D zones. Third, link startups with IITs, IISCs, ISRO, so lab ideas become real-world products. Lastly, tap into the full potential of our workforce. More women, more diverse perspectives, more innovation. It's time to move from what problem are you solving to what product are you building that can change the world. India has no shortage of ambition, no shortage of talent. What we need now is a bolder vision. One that doesn't stop at another delivery app or dating service, but dares to build something the world has never seen before. Because the next Apple or Mango, it can come from India's common man, if we truly build for it. That's all for now, but keep watching The Savera for more such updates. Like, share and subscribe us through your social media handles and download the Savera app for real-time news.